Alright people, what's going on? Denonu here, the man with the most biggest and the most blackest privilege on YouTube. And in this video here, we're going to be talking about the Oculus Rift. I'm kind of late to the party. I don't know when the price actually dropped for it, but I know on my YouTube timeline and on my Facebook timeline, I'm seeing nothing but the price coming in. People, you know, are thinking it's not going to sell and all this and that or the other. I think they said it was going to be like around like $600 or $699, one of them. And I just wanted to give my thoughts on it, just because I needed something to talk about, honestly. And probably pandering to the what do you call it, the YouTube algorithms and all that good stuff. I think it might actually catch on. Over Christmas, my brother had the what do you call it? I think it's the one that they make for the cell phones, the ones that you can put on and download the app and everything. And they didn't have any games for it, but I think I tried. They had like an Avengers one, and I think that Oculus Rift was like $60 or $70, something like that. And it was badass. I mean, granted, it was only like the Avengers demo. I forget what it was, but it was like a demo where like you saw the Avengers smashing shit and smashing Ultron bots and stuff from one of the scenes in the movie, and it was badass. I was one of those people who always think 3D and virtual reality is a gimmick. I don't think it could take over console gaming, or it could be a really big thing until I used it. I'm assuming the console, like, I don't know if it's going to be its own console or if it's just going to be the device you plug into a certain console or your PC or whatever, but I think if they can capture a market with making, you know, I'm gonna say like decent games with it. I don't mean stuff like a kitty-based game or a game that's gonna be like, you know, like a cell phone game. I'm sure they're probably gonna make tons of that kind of sort of stuff. But if they can somehow make a hardcore gaming experience using the Oculus Rift, I think they could really make it take off, and I don't think that price tag is really going to hurt them any. And the reason I say that is because people buy PCs, people buy consoles for $300, $400, things like that. Hell, people bought like the PlayStation 3 when that first came out. That had a huge price tag on it. People bought the Xbox One. So it's, people bitch about the price, yeah, but if they really want something, they're still gonna buy it. I mean, look at how many people out there buy like $200 tennis shoes or high-end $1,000 laptops that they probably don't need, but yet they still end up buying. So I don't think the price tag is gonna hurt the Oculus Rift by any means. And the fact that everybody knows the name is out there, it sounds catchy, it's a really decent, you know, they have enough publicity to keep their momentum going. So I don't think that $600 is really gonna make or break. I mean, it's gonna make or break people who, let's say, don't have the money to do it, but I don't think that's the majority that they're putting out there for. Otherwise, they would make it cheaper. But the one that they made for the phone didn't really have no hardware to it. It was only like these specialized lenses, and your phone just, you know, would plug into it, and it would kind of be like display, you know, the stuff in like a 3D thing where you can move your head around and things like that. That was hot. I don't know if any of you guys have tried it. If they could somehow make like a game for it, that's my whole thing, is I don't know what they could do. They would have to be very creative with video games. Like if they made like one of these things for like the PlayStation or the Xbox, I don't see, they would have to do more than, let's say, what Nintendo does with the Wii U tablet. For those of you who don't know, and I don't even know this for sure, I don't have a Wii U. I just got a Wii like last year. From what I've seen in other people's videos and things like that, the Wii U tablet is basically a controller that has a tablet screen in the middle of it, and what it does is, for certain games, it would have extra information on it. Like if in the background, like you're saying Call of Duty, instead of, let's say, having the mini map on your screen, you would have it on the tablet in front of you in your hands. It didn't really do a whole lot to revolutionize gameplay. They just put the extra screen and stuff on it. So if the Oculus Rift, came out with something like that, then I don't see it catching on. It has to be something innovative. They have to make games, or developers have to make games for it that actually change, you know, that give us a new experience. And I think that's coming. The only reason I say that is because in first-person shooters right now, they're becoming stale again. Everybody is getting tired of the modern military FPS. That's why you see a lot of FPSs going into the whole sci-fi thing. Like, prime example, Black Ops 3, what I'm playing in the background. And people always talk about them going back to World War II. I hope to God they don't go back to World War II. I don't know if most of the people who say that about COD are the people who never played games in the early 360 or with the original Xbox, but they were all World War II games back in the day. So I hope to God they don't do that. But the reason why I'm saying that is everybody is bored of the modern military FPS because they played that out. Now they're doing sci-fi, and now that's getting played out. Games are becoming, I'm not going to say stale, it's like they're still fun, but they're not innovating enough or changing the gameplay enough to really spark that creative drive when people play it. And like, they want to play something new. And the problem is we're getting sequel after sequel after sequel after sequel, so they're getting played out. Speaking of Call of Duty right here and other FPSs. So developers, they have to come to the table with something new and creative. They have to change the formula of how they make, let's say, a modern FPS. And if they can do that, and other games too, I'm not just speaking just about FPS with Oculus Rift, but if you can somehow make an RPG, and let's say, I don't know how you make a first-person RPG, but if they can make a first-person RPG where it's open world and you're looking around the world as you move, that would be hot. That would be an experience I would pay $600 for. You know, me personally. Or if they can make an FPS game, but that's kind of weird because you would have to turn your head to find people, and I don't know if an FPS is gonna take off like that. You know, I don't think people would want to play it like that. They're gonna play what they're used to. But if they can make other types of games, let's say like first-person games or like horror-based games or survival horror, that kind of sort of genre, then the Oculus Rift could really take off. And it could really be extremely popular, because then all the action and the scares and all that stuff is going to be in first person, and people love to get scared. So, or if, let's say, they learn how to make movies, and you can watch movies using the Oculus Rift, that would sell it alone right there. I just don't know if they're going to do that. I'm still going to wait and see. I got to see what they're coming out for, in order to get my money, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, if you guys want to see more commentary videos like this, please do let me know. I don't mind making them. Also, if you guys want me to talk about anything specific, hit me up in the comments or hit me up on Twitter. I got a Facebook page. I got all that goodness. But, as always, my name is Denonu, the man with black privilege, the biggest and blackest privilege on YouTube. And I'll see you guys in the next commentary video. Peace out.